Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed sweeping immigration bill SB1718 into law. What is the biggest thing about this bill that's got you riled up, bro?
Uh, Mainly that he's doing it now. It's not like he's not even nominated yet to be the face of his party. But it's just another, I don't know, overreach at this point, considering it's going to hurt a lot of his constituents. Business owners, like who's going to pick all the produce in Florida? Who's going to work you know, those warehouse gigs? You know, and also that whole thing about the hospitals. Now they're required to check for legal status.
How about that? Now
Yeah.
you're going to have immigrants, illegal immigrants, avoiding hospitals. Which seems like a relatively decent idea if you're trying to save money on state funding going towards caring for sick individuals. But we're coming out of post-COVID,
Right.
and there are more pandemics on the horizon, and you're going to stop a huge amount of people from seeking treatment if they're highly contagious and infected with a virus or bacteria.
It's not just that, you know what I mean? It's nitpicking, that whole juvenile DNA database.
That's huge.
See, they're not talking about that. You just hear about, we're just gonna, put this law in place just to get the immigrants out of here. But the database, DNA database, that's a whole nother ball game. So help me understand this. So they take somebody's DNA, right, and they still kick them out and just keep them in the system, or what? Or is it just one of those that we got your DNA, and if you fuck up, we could, jam you up eventually down the line. Mind you, these are juveniles. It's juvenile DNA database.
There is so much shit you can do with DNA. And a lot of people, right off the top, you don't think it's that big of an issue, right? But over the last couple of years, the Henrietta Lack story came out, where they took this woman's cells, and she happened to have an immortal cell line. They based an entire economy off of her cell line, without her knowledge or consent. They cured polio with her cells.
Super gene. Yeah.
The military used it for weapons testing. There's a section in that book where the military injected soldiers with these cells and gave other soldiers cancer. We saw a couple years back where California caught a serial killer from the 1960s using a relative's DNA. It wasn't even the killer's DNA, but one of his nephews, the killer's nephew, signed up for 23andMe. And unbeknownst to him is that the law enforcement community has access to these records.
And the dude, that was a cop, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the guy was a cop.
Fucking cop. Yeah. How would you feel if you worked with that motherfucker? Now, you're supposed to be an investigator, all this, and you got killers in the room with you.
Investigating.
Yeah. This motherfucker showing up to work with you.
Yeah, you asked me what the issues are. Is that they're no longer accepting out-of-state licenses? You can't use that. It's dude, you sabotaging your own economy. Who do you think does all the manual labor in the South, mainly in the South?
It's becoming like all of the manual labor in America.
I can't just say the South. I'm sorry, not the South. You're right. You're absolutely right. All these processing plants, all over the country. Not just the fields, but go ahead.
No, it's very profitable if you have illegal immigrants that you can use in your worker pools, because you could treat these people like shit and they can't go and tell anybody about anything. You can cheat their wages. They can't go and complain to anyone. Keep them way past that 40 hours. They can't complain to anybody. So there is a huge benefit to an employer to hire illegal immigrants. And for the life of me, I don't understand why we are criminalizing the immigrant and not the employer.
Well, they're trying to, saying that they have to do e-verify now. And once they find out they have an illegal employee, they have X amount of days to, to fix it.
Now, wasn't that something that happened after the Patriot Act?
Yep.
Like, how is this new?
It's not. He's wrapping it up in that.
Damn.
And, he's wrapping it up in that. Mind you, remember we talked about how he's using anti-terrorism funds, as well. So he can unlock that treasure trove of cash to help his agenda. It's like, dude, you using, you putting this under, the same umbrella as terrorism. Oh, okay.
Things we do to run for president.
I just don't get it, man. Said from the DNA, the license to the hospitals having to pull double duty now. And again, like you said, we just came out and shit, Florida was damn near like on one of the epicenters of it. They got smacked hard. And now you're telling, the nurse and the staff, like, hey, you got to, you have to ID these folks and make sure they, they're citizens. Yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
The other thing with DNA is that there is a huge emerging market for designer treatments where they're custom-made treatments to DNA profiles.
Yeah.
So, and this was one of the biggest fears in one of Michael Crichton's books. It was that, hey, you have an illness. Someone got the rights to your DNA without you knowing about it. And now when it comes to a treatment plan, you have to pay royalties to somebody to get your own DNA profile and to get treatment. They can actually hold the keys to your existence over your head and milk you for every dime.
This is that tricky part. If anything that jumped out at me was the DNA. Mm-hmm. And it was at the bottom of the article. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just, we're just trying to kick them out the country. No, you're not. You're trying to get their damn DNA as well. And it goes to your point. They hold your shit hostage.
Yeah. There's something extremely nefarious when
definitely
they throw a DNA swiping in there.
Hey, before you leave, before you leave, I'm gonna need a little. Let me hold that, please.
Mm-hmm. Pin a crime on you anywhere you go.
Anywhere.
Yeah,
that is crazy. Yeah, part of the article says critics say that the bill would dilute Florida's anti-terrorism resources, cost taxpayers fighting legal challenges, and hurt businesses and undocumented immigrants. Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, he tapped into that fund. There are no appropriations in this legislation aside from the $12 million to fly lawfully present foreign nationals from state to state. Instead, Florida's anti-terrorism resources will be significantly diluted in order to address even potential immigration enforcement incidents, whether or not these incidents are in or out of Florida. So here we go. Florida, good luck, man. And, I was checking out the comments and a lot of folks were like, look, I had a week-long vacation scheduled to go to Florida. Yeah, I just canceled. And a lot of folks saying, I'm getting the hell out of Florida. It's a lot. It's a lot, man. The cost of housing and everything else, everything's about to go through the roof, starting with Florida. You start pulling that immigrant workforce.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is going to do that? Who's going to fill the gaps? Somebody got a half a roof. You know what I'm saying? He signed this on Wednesday. If they started on Monday, they're like, well, shit, where's my workers? Yeah, you're fucked.
They're not going to fill these jobs with Americans.
Not at all.
No,
not at all.
And if they do, they're not going to reap the same profits.
No.
And that's going to be a problem. So either they're going to have to take a lower cut and parlay that over to their investors, which they
That's
never
not gonna
do.
happen.
Or they're going to increase prices, which they always do. It's
What-
it's a recipe for disaster.
He's down for it. He's down for the smoke. He's ready for it. Like, he did this Wednesday. He's game, so he don't give not one or two fucks about, his constituents. Said, fuck it, let's go. I don't know. Said, we'll see.
Are these things that Floridians have asked for?
Good question. Good question. I don't know, man. I don't know if this guy just went rogue and just said, fuck it. I got to do something to stand out. So it's what it is for right now, man. I just don't get it, man. It's like you said, man, it's some devious shit going on. Welcome to Florida, man.
For the life of me, I've never understood why they don't hold the employers more accountable.
For what? The employers are the major donors.
Yeah. I get it.
That's why. That's why why don't they hold McDonald's, liable for the, triple cheeseburger? That shit's killing folks. But no, they sold it, they gave it to you for $1 for a week. That's how they took care of you, man. They're the ones that are lining their pockets. That's why they're not holding these companies. That's why I was like, you asked that question, did the Floridians ask for this? I'm sure those businesses is like, hell no. We need those guys out there in the field. What are you doing, really? Like, because if we don't get paid, you don't get paid. You see how that works? It's not a hard jump. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, we got people down there and they're like, dude, if I didn't have kids already, almost about to finish school, we've been up out of here, years ago. But they're like, they, close to graduating and stuff. It's like, I don't want to uproot them right now. But as soon as they're done, we out of here. Shit, isn't that where your people are?
Oh yeah. I got some folks in Florida.
Yeah.
I my people are not going to complain about illegal immigration. That's not even. When I talk to them, that is something that's never come up in conversation.
Seriously, not one time.
No. Usually when people complain about illegal immigrants, number one, you can't tell somebody's immigration status by just looking at them. So
Facts.
it just starts off with racist.
Gotcha. Gotcha. It's their fault, just in general. One brush, all of them. Yeah.
And they're probably illegal.
Yeah, I hit that pothole. Them goddamn illegals. What the hell? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I've never heard my brother or sister complain about illegal immigrants fucking up anything. No, it's just not a thing.
They don't understand how vital they are to any economy.
Any
economy. They don't. Do you not understand how this economy works?
Yeah. There is no other demographic of people that will come in, work as hard as they do, and get called lazy on top of that.
Man.
Yeah. Nobody's going to take that smoke and do that work for peanuts.
The line that I hate is they're taking our jobs. Can you bend over and tie your shoe?
Yeah.
Let alone pick a field in that position. Can you do that? Those jobs are the ones they're taking.
On a military base in Saudi Arabia, and the table next to me, I was drinking at a bar. The table next to me was talking that came up. They're stealing all our fucking jobs. And I just had to stop and just think, like what the fuck are you talking about? You're in the military. What fucking job did they take of yours?
Right.
What job did they take of yours? Like, you work for the government. You are in the military. What job did they steal of yours?
It's a talking point. And they can't even stand on it because it makes no sense. It's just that's why I said that one right there alone. When you hear immigrants, they over here taking all our jobs. Like what job? Which one did you apply for and somebody else that was illegal took it?
Yeah.
Please show me. That's all.
Who has ever not gotten a job, then went back to that job and saw the person that got the fucking job instead of you?
Yeah.
When was the last time you did that? You applied for a job, then stopped in later, like, hey man, who got a job? Who got that job I applied for? Oh, it was him.
These damn immigrants.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. You can't put a face to who the fuck.
Right. Right. It's those statements that make that give you whiplash. Like you said, you were minding your own business and heard that and was like, look around. You know, not to fucking profile anybody, but what do you see and what don't you see? But yet they're taking your job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like I said, man, you just talking shit to talk shit. I get that. But come on, man. Tighten up. Florida.
Oh, y'all are fucked big time. Better get used to cutting your grass in 100% humidity, motherfuckers. Because
yeah. You thought OJ cost a lot now? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Them strawberries, those tomatoes, that romaine you like so much? Yeah. Okay. Well, hell, it's gonna affect everybody. It ain't just Florida, it's gonna start there. Everybody gonna feel the pinch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
There's not a job in America that isn't performed by an illegal immigrant somewhere outside of here with manual labor. You know,
That part.
I'm talking about manual labor. So, you know, the kitchen staff at restaurants, the
hotels, casinos,
yeah.
Construction. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Florida, tighten up. Tighten up. Hey, bro, that's all I got on that one. That's all I got. Damn.
Yeah.
DeSantis.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Best of luck trying to collapse your own economy, bro.
He's well on his way, man. He's well on his way. And folks are only talking about the, you know, they're not talking about the meat of this bill. All they see is immigrants. They're not talking about what's in this damn bill. Yeah, that's the part we trying to highlight to, you know, let the masses know. It ain't just trying to get him out of here, man. He wants some DNA. He want that forget me not. Let me get it open a little bit. Thank you.
I can't wait to swap this on every fucking firearm of on every unsolved case we have in the back room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And juvenile. Sorry. Juvenile. Let's focus on juvenile DNA. Okay.
Fuck. Huge. Huge. Absolutely huge. But yeah, that's all I got, man.
Okay.
Fuck DeSantis, fuck Florida. But
we love you, Florida. You got to tighten up, man.
Oh, let me rephrase this. Trump 2024.
The views that come out of our mouths is only expressed by each individual or is accountable for everything that comes out of their mouth individually. Yeah. But thank you again, brother. Yeah. Florida, please get your shit together, man.
Yeah. Good luck. They're fucked.
No more true words spoken on a Sunday. All right, brother. Peace.